WZR Radio starts now. You can call into the show at 724-444-7444 using call ID 30273#. So I can give myself a chance and I've been to the man but just now, here's your host, Ryan Clark and Jose Rivera.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to this special Monday, September 28th edition of WZR here on WZROnline.com. I am your host for this little one-hour shindig, Matt Boone. And, of course, we've got Ryan Clark live at the Times Union Center in Albany, New York for tonight's Raw. The show will be all about Raw tonight. Ryan, how's things going, man? How's things looking at the arena? Anything to talk about? What do we got going on, man?
I was going to mess with you and give you a long silence to make you think I wasn't here, but live, baby, live!
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure who was opening it. Just as the theme was ending, I was asking JMK, who's producing it. I said, am I opening the show? Or well, that was one thing we never discussed. So.
To be honest with you, I didn't think we were going to be able to get this thing off the ground earlier today, but it worked out, and we had all these site problems with WZROnline.com, which was just brutal over the last 2 days. We had a corrupt file in our system or our WordPress design that we had, and boy, it's loud in here. This is gonna be tough, but no, we had a.
You don't really hear anything. I hear like one jerk off in the background. That's pretty much all I hear. It sounds good.
Well, I'm trying to get away from it. But nonetheless, we had WordPress issues, and JMK, man, I'll tell you what. Last night came up with an entirely different new site design.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still working on it, but it's up and running. That dude worked all last night into early this morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and we got it up. So that's good news.
Looks good. Man. Yeah, looks better than the previous one.
So what's up, man? We got Monday Night Raw. Albany.
Monday Night Raw. That's what I was asking you. You've had people texting you from the arena all day. Is there anything to note? Is there any buzz or rumors flying around the crowd there outside the arena, or what's going on? What's the mood?
Yeah, I'll give you a little breaking news. We put most of the news up on the website earlier this afternoon, but a little bit of breaking news. Al Sharpton and the entourage just arrived with a police escort. It's kind of, remember how I told you I saw the president last week? Kind of the same deal, man, for the Reverend here. They've got all the streets blocked off, and what was it, one of them big Ford Bronco Blazers or whatever they are, pulled in, followed by a whole entourage of about 10 other cars, and we're just, we're standing out back here because doors haven't opened to the arena yet. I don't expect that to happen until probably about 7:30 Eastern time. So I don't really know what we're going to be able to give you until I can actually get inside the arena. But nonetheless, Al Sharpton and entourage just showed up. A lot of people standing outside the back of the arena waiting to get in the door, and that is about it. From here, it's quiet. You know what I mean? Until doors open.
So the Reverend's there, and I guess we posted one spoiler on the website earlier. You can read that over at WZROnline.com. But I guess he's gonna do some kind of segment on like a church podium or something and give like a lecture. Is that maybe that's all we're getting from him tonight? Is there a chance he's just gonna do a big speech and that's it, or what? Do we know?
The deal is, before I left the house, there was a video up on TMZ where he's doing something like a nationwide tour where he goes around and tours, and it basically caters to kids and reading books and getting knowledge, you know what I mean, going to school. So that may be a sign of bad things to come, you know what I mean, where you get that long, dragged-out promo where it just goes on and on and on about his message or whatever it is. But the guy that text messaged me this morning, so they brought in, what is it called, a pulpit? Is that what it's called?
I guess. That's what it's, it's a pulpit, I guess. I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Yeah, if you Google that, you'll find out. I mean, it's basically, like you said, like the things that they have in a church where the
like a podium or a platform, wherever they speak.
Yeah, well, as soon as we get inside the arena, hopefully, we'll still be live for a little bit. So I'll see if they have that set up, and then I don't know. It was interesting because I always wondered, when you have a guest host of Monday Night Raw, what time they actually arrive to the arena. Knowing that it's a big celebrity, you know what I mean? What time do they actually arrive to the building? And we were talking...
Floyd Mayweather, he arrived late his week, so, sometimes they're not even on time,
Right, and what is it now? Just after 7 Eastern time. So I would say about 6:30 Eastern time. Was his arrival, which doesn't give them much time. It depends on how many segments, obviously.
Yeah, well, like last week, they had Cedric the Entertainer. They had him pre-record a few things, I heard. I guess there's no opportunity to do that if Al Sharpton just showed up now, right?
Well, I guess they'd still have it about an hour or so, but you've got to give him his lines, his segments, if you're going to pre-tape.
They got to shoot it, they got to edit it, they got to have it queued up and ready, and...
Right, so I just found it interesting that 6:30 Eastern time, you know what I mean? That's pretty late because, when the guy was calling me with arrivals, it was probably 12, 1, 2 o'clock.
Well, they have a curfew. They have to be at the building by a certain time.
By 3, I believe it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's...
Well, for Al Sharpton tonight, obviously he's starting to get the attention in the media now as one of the more controversial hosts of Raw. As far as wrestling fans are concerned, he's a controversial guest because he's sparking a different kind of a reaction from the media and the fans, and everybody's got an opinion. I'm not sure how they're going to use him tonight, though, because it's the final show before the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view this Sunday. So, and every other past guest, they come on, they promote something, and in exchange, they get involved in the WWE storylines, and they make the matches for the night or whatever. They have a little segment. But I guess with Al Sharpton, maybe he's just coming out doing his speech and that's that, or is he going to be involved is he going to make matches? Is he going to be that kind of host? What do we expect from him?
I'm looking up the street right now, and you had this entourage pull in, and you've got a police barricade with, sirens, all that stuff. Just a police barricade basically surrounding the arena, like a president or someone's here. You know what I mean? This guy.
Well, he's a politician, of course. Yeah, he's going to have his.
Yeah. I think he's got a lot of enemies as well. You know what I mean? He may be a target of certain people. You know what I'm saying, for some of the comments that he's made. So I think they take all the extra precautions to make sure that he's all right. But it's just, when they arrived, they went directly into the arena. They raised up the garage door and took the cars, right into the arena. And you could see, a lot of management, ready to greet him as he came through the doors. So he's
isn't that fantastic?
Well, isn't that fantastic? How's what's up with traffic tonight? How's the chat room? A lot of people in there?
Chat room's looking good. You can head over and join in on the fun at WZROnline.com/chat. It is definitely packed right now. A lot of people talking about Raw, talking about Jericho. Now we got some MMA talk going on actually. I know we went to Ring of Honor last night. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We should hopefully be able to have the new equipment for tomorrow's show. I'm not sure if we're officially having it, or are we still planning to do that?
I think so. As long as you know what you're doing, you know what I mean. I
would need you during the day to do a couple of tests, but other than that, I'm pretty sure I know how to use it.
Yeah. So I think we'll probably launch that tomorrow. Probably have the main website design back up as well. Well, we're going to keep that new design, but hopefully we'll get all the tweaks and get all that stuff taken care of here in the next few days. But man, what a bitch that was, man! Oh my God, for the last few days. So.
What are you talking about? The website being a bitch or what?
Yes, the website being a bitch.
Oh, nobody cares. So you can just save that part.
Okay. All right,
cool. What else do we got here? Tomorrow we'll have the show, 7 to 9 Eastern Time. Should be some new stuff, new chat room, new stream, better quality. So maybe tune in early to see how everything's working and get familiar with it before we start. We'll talk about all this, because tonight's show we're just going to talk about Raw. We're going to try and keep the focus there. But we do have big stuff to talk about tomorrow, like Bret Hart. that whole story, the pay-per-view on Sunday, the SmackDown 10th anniversary show. We might have some spoilers, who knows. Your trip to Ring of Honor, New York City, Jim Cornette, Bret Hart, Danielson, McGuinness, the last match in the company. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Kimbo's fighting this Thursday, or this Wednesday. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. There were some rumors earlier in the day that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he appeared at a indie show this past weekend, and he filmed a segment for SmackDown this week. There were rumors that because a movie he's in right now with Samuel L. Jackson and Will Ferrell, it's being shot in Albany, right near the arena. There was some rumors that he was going to be at the show tonight, but you know that's untrue. You've seen the stunt double or whatever running around, right?
Yeah, I showed you that picture, what was it, last week, I believe. That's pretty damn close, don't you think?
Yeah, he looks just like him. He's got the tattoo, and he's got the whole thing, yeah. Yeah,
they had, who is it? I think it's a movie with Will Ferrell, Samuel L. Jackson.
It's called The Other Guy. The Other Guys is what the name of the movie is, yeah.
Right. They've actually got South Pearl Street is the street that's directly in front of the arena. It's back open right now. This filming stopped at about 6 o'clock. But I mean, basically, you can't fuck with Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like if they're filming a movie, I mean that's big for the city of Albany. Just a basic, just to have Hollywood in town and a major movie at that. So they shut it down. God, it was closed all day today. And then they opened it back up at 6 o'clock. So I don't think there's going to be any problems getting out of here as that's all back open. But earlier in the day, getting down here was...
but the moral of the story is that The Rock and Samuel Jackson, Will Ferrell, the leading guys, they're not even in town right now, supposedly. They're just shooting
no. And
that's some kind of action sequence, I guess, with stuntmen and extras and things like that. So
right,
he's not going to be at the show tonight. You don't expect that. I mean, it's always possible, I guess, but it's very, very doubtful. Just because the movie's going on there and he's involved in it and starting to get active in wrestling for 2 one-time appearances doesn't guarantee that he'll be at Raw tonight. Because the pay-per-view Sunday, too, it would kind of be pointless to have him come out and take away from the focus of the pay-per-view leading into the show. So
yeah, I think the rumors, got started as he appeared at an indie event several nights ago for... God, who was it? I can't remember who it was.
It was Alpha, the Wild Samoan, and WXW.
WXW, that's what it was, where he was backstage at that event. Basically, just visiting, you know what I mean, in support of, what is that, his something-in-law.
They're not really related, I don't think. I think they're all of the same heritage and the same wrestling family, but I don't think there's any blood shared there. But.
Right, and then people just followed it up with, wow, there's a movie that stars The Rock, and I know The Rock films a lot of his own stunts, you know what I mean, and always has, and apparently not for this one because it's been all over the local news website.
What's up? That street, isn't that where the bridge is? So that's got to be like some crazy-ass car chase thing going on.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, you used to live here in Albany, man. And
yeah, going to that